All right, today we'll be going through our notes on linear programming. Day one, we kind of went through it a little bit the other day, but today we're gonna have some real world examples with it. So the first one, Quality Bats Incorporated, manufactures two different quality wood baseball bats, the Gold Star bat and the Premium bat. And so my two different types are, we got the Gold Star and we have the Premium. And so that's gonna be my X and my Y. So the first inequality is going to be the Gold Star bat takes 8 hours to trim and lathe, and the Premium bat takes 5 hours to trim and lathe. The maximum time for trimming is 80 hours, trimming and lathing. And so 8 hours for the Gold Star, that's going to be 8X. And then 5 hours for the Premium, 5Y. And 80 hours is the maximum time. I can't go over 80, so it's going to be less than or equal to 80. And so then to find my X and Y intercept, just like we did the other day, we're gonna plug in 0 for one to solve for the other. And so if I plug in 0 for my Y, 5 times 0 is 0, it's gone. 8X equals 80, I divide by 8 and I get 10. And then for the other side, if I plug in 0 for X, that goes away. I have 5Y equals 80, I'm gonna divide by 5 and I get 16. Then for my next one, I've got the Gold Star bat takes 2 hours to finish, and the Premium bat takes 5 hours to finish. The maximum time is 50 hours. So 2X plus 5Y has to be less than or equal to 50. We'll do the same thing. Divide by 2, that's 25. Divide by 5, that's 10. All right, so now we'll graph this system. Excuse me. And so this would be my 0 right here. But then I need to get up to 10, 16, 25, and 10. Let's see, and I don't believe I have enough. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No, I don't have enough to go all the way to 25 by ones. And so we're going to make these, every line is 2. And so for my first one, my x-intercept is 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. My y-intercept is 16, so 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. And then we'll draw that line. For my next one, my x-intercept is 25. And so, let's see, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 24. 25 is going to fall right here. And then 10, 6, 8, 10. All right. It's telling us to do it on the next page, but I'm going to go ahead and do it right here first. So to find the corners, I've got 0, 0. That was 0, 10. Got over here 10, 0. And then the intersection point, I can't really tell exactly where that is. And so I'm gonna have to graph these in my calculator to find where that intersection point is. And so for 8X plus 5Y is less than or equal to 80. And so like we talked about in class, we're gonna move the X's over and divide by the Y. And so we're gonna have Y is less than or equal to, and we can just leave it as a big fraction, negative 8X plus 80 over 5. That could be the easier way to do it. Just leave it like this. Second one, we'll do the same thing. 2X plus 5Y is less than or equal to 50. So again, we're gonna subtract the X's over and divide by the Y. And so negative 2X plus 50 divided by 5. And so these are my two that I'm gonna put in my calculator. And so I'm gonna put, for my first one, negative 8X plus 80 all over 5. For my other one, I'm gonna do negative 2X plus 50 all over 5. But when I had already changed my window. Normally, when you click graph, your calculator will look like this, and you don't see anything. Nothing shows up, or maybe a little bit shows up, but we don't see everything. I want my graph to look like this graph right here. And so I'm gonna go into my window and we're gonna change what it looks like. My X minimum value is 0, so I'm gonna plug in 0. My X max, the highest value I have is 25, so let's go beyond 25. Let's go to 30, that'll be enough. My X scale, every line is 2, so I'm gonna make my X scale 2 to make it match. My y minimum is 0. My y maximum was 16, so let's go above 16, or let's just keep it, make it a square, so let's make it 30. Oh, sorry. My y max will make 30, and every tick mark will be 2. And so now it should look like my graph that I put right here. So that's how to manipulate your graph, and then we'll go second trace 5, enter, 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 and the intersection point is at 5, 8. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and move those corners over on the other side. And so we have 0, 0, 0, 10, 10, 0, and then 5, 8. So the profit of the Gold Star bat is $17, and the profit of the premium bat is $29. And we want to know how many of each type of bat should be produced to have a maximum profit, and what is that maximum profit. And so we're going to just plug in these values into here. So we're going to have 17 times 0 plus 29 times 0, which gets me 0. Which makes sense. If you don't make anything, if you don't make any bets, you don't make any money. 17 times 0 plus 29 times y of 10 gets me 29 times 10 is 290. 17 times 10 plus 29 times 0, that's 0, so 170. And then 17 times 5 plus 29 times 8. And so this one, I'll get a little calculator help. 17 times 5 plus 29 times 8 gets me 317. So I want to make 5 Gold Star and 8 premium for a total of $317 profit. All right, let's go on to the next example. Ms. Martinez's Cookie Factory makes different sized packages of cookies that contain a combination of chocolate chip and peanut butter. And so those are my two variables. We got chocolate chip and peanut butter. All right, so Ms. Martinez plays at least 3 of each type of cookie in each combination package. And then the largest package contains 13 cookies. And so my X has to be greater than or equal to 3. My Y also has to be greater than or equal to 3. We're not gonna have less than 3 cookies of each type. And then the large package contains 13 cookies. So my X plus my Y is less than or equal to 13. So my X and Y intercepts for this one are 13 each. Because if I cover up my Y, it's 13, cover up my X, also 13. So now we'll graph this system. And so for this one, we can just make every one be 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. All right. And so 3. So X is greater than or equal to 3 will just be on that line of 3. Y will also be on the 3. And then we have 13. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, so this is gonna be my shaded region right here, greater than the 3, greater than the 3, less than my line. And so my corners are there. And so my first corner is gonna be at 3, 3. My second corner, if I'm not sure exactly where it intersects, I know my X value is 3. And so I can take that 3 and plug it into my equation. And so if I have 3 plus Y is less than or equal to 13, I'll subtract the 3 over. And so Y is 10. And then same thing over here. Maybe I don't know for certain what my X value is right here. I could be off a little bit with my graphing, but I know my Y value is 3. I'm gonna plug in 3 for my Y, which is gonna be the same thing. Subtract 3 over and I get 10. So there's my 3 corners right there. Let's go over to the back. So my corners were 3, 3, and then 10, 3, and 3, 10. The profit on a chocolate chip cookie is 25 cents. And the profit on a peanut butter cookie is 26 cents. How many of each type of cookie should be produced to have a maximum profit? And so now we'll plug it in. So 0.25 times 3 plus 0.26 times 3. So $1.53. 0.25 times 3 plus 0.26 times 10. Gives me 335. And then 0.25 times 10 plus 0.26 times 3. Gets me 328. And so if I want to maximize my profits, I want to have 3 chocolate chip and 10 peanut butter. For that maximum profit of $3.35 per package. All right, and that's it. If you have any questions, make sure to let me know. You all have a good day.